Today, I want to do a little bit of a review slash sneak peek style breakdown of one of our brand new offers called the Clarity Compass. In full transparency, this is basically our multi-million dollar business model baked into 7 or 8 custom AI tools that we've spent the last 90 days training. And we kicked this off just over a week ago, and I wanted to actually just kind of do a rundown of everything's inside, what you're going to learn, what you could expect to actually accomplish by being inside, and really just kind of dive deep into what we've built and what we've really put a lot of energy into building over the last 90 days. But before I do that, I actually want to give you guys a little bit of a context as to why we even started playing around with building custom AI tools or even using AI in general. Because realistically, up until about 6 months ago, I've never even logged into ChatGPT, never used it in business. You can actually find content from me all over the internet talking about how I think AI is lazy, it's horrible, it's going to water down your brand, and it's spitting out a ton of generic, crappy content that everybody can tell is clearly written with AI, and it's not really going to convert very well. Now, I still do believe that to some extent, copy and pasting generic garbage onto the internet is not really going to benefit from your any results, right? It's not going to produce any results if you're just mass producing garbage or crappy content, which AI isn't a replacement; it's an amplifier, right? So if you're bad at creating content, marketing, sales, etc., and you use AI, it's just going to give you more garbage. And secondly, I didn't really know how to use it, right? Not knowing how to log in or anything like that. I didn't know anything about it. But we came back from Vegas celebrating taking one of our products to $1 million. And I kind of dove into actually learning how to train it, building my own custom GPTs, building my own AI projects that could sound like me, write content like me. And for about 30 or 45 days, I actually created most of my content utilizing AI, and nobody even realized I was using AI because I trained it to sound exactly like me, tell my stories, sell my offers, talk to my ideal clients, uh, simply using a custom GPT that I built. And I will, reinforce the fact that we didn't really make this change because AI is hot, because AI is trending, right? I see a lot of these big programs in the market right now. They're all AI experts, they're all AI influencers, and they're the prompt engineers and all that type of stuff. And that's not what I or my business partner are actually doing. And we're not even making this change to necessarily even be about AI, right? Like, or even make this tweak because AI was a hot topic in the market and we can rope in a bunch of money and attention and whatever. That was never the goal, right? So a few months ago, we had a meeting with me and my business partner, and we sat down and we looked at our coaching program. And this coaching program has made us, a minimum of $100,000 in recurring income every year since 2022. We have about 80 clients in there right now that pay us anywhere from $250 a month all the way to $1,000 a month per client. And we have literally used this coaching program to document every single thing we've done in business. And by everything, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST, we have ran a training, a strategy breakdown, a lesson from an offer we launched. We've populated all the posts that we've used to sell during that week, conversations, client feedback, etc. Like everything that we've actually done in business, going from blue collar jobs to $2 million in track sales between my business partner and myself, and having a pool of clients who've done over $4 million in profits. We've documented it all in this coaching program. Now, the caveat to that is this coaching program has gotten absolutely massive. And I hit my business partner up. I said, hey, I have this wild idea. Let's actually relaunch this program. Let's rebuild our coaching program because I feel like there's way too much information in here. I think there was about 2,000 hours of training, hundreds and hundreds of frameworks and templates and strategies, and literally more than enough that somebody could come in and never need anything again in business, but it was way too big, right? We were having customers coming in and buying and being like, well, what do I do? Right? Getting punched in the face with a value wall that is 1,500 hours long. And it's like, I don't even know where to start, right? So we essentially started to build custom AI tools trained on our entire business model. I literally uploaded hundreds and hundreds of resources and all of our content from every campaign we've ever ran, every offer that has made sales for us, every conversation, scripts, and scenarios, and everything that we've essentially created over the last few years. And I've put them into AI tools, and we relaunched that into a program that is now trained on our actual business model that can do most of the work for our clients, right? So essentially, we created this program to create a better experience for our customers, for our clients, for our audience. So that way there can be less guesswork, there can be less overthinking. I don't know what to post, I don't know what to sell, I don't know what to do. We built all of these custom AI tools to essentially just remove most of the workload off of your plate. So that way you can actually just get in motion. Now that we got a little bit of context out of the way, I will go ahead and just pull up my screen and I'll just run through the actual training portal and kind of break down some of the GPTs and what we've actually built for our clients. So that way you can, check it out if you want, or you can, just kind of see our thought process behind doing this. Because again, this is all about getting very lean and very simple and not really adding AI to add complexity. It's more about getting AI trained to the point where it can actually help our clients on a better level and make things a lot easier for them. In the first few weeks of launching them, we had clients, taking some of the GPTs to explode their group by hundreds of people, making sales, exploding their followings, but growing by 20,000 people and actually producing these really significant results, which was really cool to watch because it was like they took these custom tools that I was fairly new to, 6 months ago, and taking them and deploying them into their business and using AI to create content in their voice, their tone, writing their offers for them, their lead magnets, their sales strategies, like A to Z, everything in their business is literally broken down and put in a way that they can actually just like deploy it right now. Like you could take one of the GPTs and launch a digital product or an offer today, if you actually put a little bit of time in. All right, so here I'm gonna quickly run through the Clarity Compass breakdown, right? Kind of everything inside. And again, we didn't rebuild this to be like a monster product or a huge program. Obviously, with us rebuilding our coaching program, we launched the Clarity Compass as a lower ticket option for people that just want the support, they just want the tools, and they want the actual trainings, and they want all the custom GPTs. And they don't want to pay the price tag of paying for coaching or mentorship or personalization. They can literally just come in, get our tools that do 80% of the work for them, and be on their merry way, right? And this will work whether you're an affiliate, service provider, coach, digital product seller. It doesn't matter, right? We've used the exact same process and content across all sorts of different niches, industries, programs. We've used it to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars with affiliate products, sell millions of dollars with products of our own. And, our clients have used this to sell a myriad of different things, everything from, selling out spots at their taco truck all the way to like coaching and mentorship, right? And our students have produced millions and millions of dollars in profits following our plan, right? So again, this isn't a very it's not very big program, and that's on purpose, right? So you won't find 700 lessons or modules. We really strip this down to be like the bare necessities of everything that you actually need to have a very simple and profitable business. So we'll kind of run through the welcome section first. Welcome and getting the most out of being here. The Clarity Engine is the first of the 7 custom GPTs that we built for you guys. This will essentially act as your interviewer. It will interview, it'll run you through about 80 or 90 different questions, and it will figure out your strengths, weaknesses, best places for monetization, what types of business you should probably build, where you should put your focus, what you should not be focusing on, and realistically just give you a very lean plan based on your actual strengths and what you want to do. A lot of this is all about anti-cookie cutter, right? Online business isn't so black and white that like my business is a perfect match for you, right? We need to figure out what amount of time you have, what will work for you, your strengths, your weaknesses, and what you can actually maintain consistently, because that's realistically how you're going to end up winning online. And then we have our 4-phased ecosystem, which basically breaks down the entire pillars of our actual business. Uh, Over the years, we've done a lot of different offers and a lot of different programs and a lot of different uh, things in business, but our business model has not really changed. It's always operated from this core four principle, right? And that's attention, nurturing, and conversion and ascending. A lot of people don't have this, and a lot of these pieces are interchangeable, right? Like we primarily generate attention with short form video, then we nurture with community, and we sell via Google Documents, and then we ascend into higher ticket retainers, coaching, proximity based offers, and stuff like that. Uh, but a lot of people don't use the exact same three-part model or four-part model that we are, even our coaching clients, right? We have people that are doing YouTube and YouTube long form, and they're doing sales calls. Like it doesn't really matter the model as a whole or where you're posting content. It will work whatever you are doing, because at its core it's baked into these four principles, which every online business is using to some capacity, right? Then we have picking your platform and content styles. Again, helping you identify weaknesses and strengths and where you should probably be creating content based on your actual unique goals, and like what you actually want to be doing, and where are you planning on building. Right? Some people prefer TikTok, some people prefer Instagram, some people want to do Facebook. There's no right or wrong platform, right? And that's where a lot of people get so hung up on social media, right? And it's going to be more beneficial if you try to master one or get really good at one instead of trying to post and get really good at all of them at once. Okay. Last for this first module is all about focus based on your current stage of business. And this is all about, where you should be putting your attention and focus depending on your actual results in business. We really did try to build this into a few different pathways. And what I mean by that is, like, if you're a brand new beginner, you've never sold anything online, you've never made any money online, all of the GPTs are built to take you down a very specific pathway. Now, if you're already a business owner who's already making money and you're already pretty successful, but maybe you're working too many hours, or you're burnt out, or you've had a lot of success as an affiliate, but you want to launch your own stuff, this will kind of branch you down a different pathway, right? So realistically, we've done a lot of really awesome things in business, which I'm super grateful for. And it gives us the ability to really help people all the way from, making their first dollar online, all the way to taking their own products or programs to $1 million and beyond, because those are all challenges and struggles and successes that we've actually had inside of our business. So that's like the welcome section, kind of getting into the door, right? Next up is phase one, attention. So now if you guys look at this is exactly what I was talking about. This is how we have our entire business model focused, and our entire business is broken down into these four phases. So naturally, our trainings and our material and our coaching is all about mastering those four phases in your own business, right? So we got phase one, number attention, brand voice, nailing your mission and crafting your message. Number two is talking about who you're talking to, right? This is also a big problem with a lot of people who are trying to, sell products and services online, is they create this fictitious character or avatar or ideal client. Like, oh, my ideal avatar lives in Nebraska. She drives a Prius and like loves carrots or whatever. Like a completely fake made up avatar. Whereas like your avatar is realistically a problem or a challenge that you have personally went through that you have the solution to, right? So getting crystal clear on the types of problems that you help your audience solve, right? Or a type of person that has a challenge that you can provide a solution to, right? And then we have and then we have content that converts, right? This is talking about the ingredients to content that actually converts sales. We have a bit of a unique approach to content, right? We have a relatively smaller following compared to a lot of people in our market, but we've still made a very healthy income, I guess you could say, while having less views, less followers, smaller communities, etc. But we still do fairly well online. And this is breaking down like the 5 types of highly converting short form video content, long form frameworks, what to say, when to say, how to keep showing up, and then four buckets of content that you can pull on every single day if you wanted to. And for most of these, you have documents, you have 30-day post plans, you have actual templates and frameworks that you can go take and swipe right now. Then we got creating your content cadence. This is all about like creating a consistent flow for content, um, getting clear on the intentions behind your posts before you're posting them, right? And this is a big one, especially if you're working a job or you struggle with content creation because uh, you have to have some type of routine in content, right? Like you can't talk about personal stuff 24/7 or only post lifestyle content and expect somebody to buy, but you also can't post business, buy my product, I have this offer 24/7, because eventually your audience is not going to want to listen to you anymore. They feel like you're just pitching them and you're only there to pitch them, right? So this training in this module actually talks all about um, how to actually create a cadence that one is easy to maintain but also allows you to make sales in unison with giving value. Okay. And then we have the Clone a Creator workshop. This is a really awesome workshop. This is probably one of the first things we did with AI. Like I was talking about in the beginning of the video, I ended up doing this in my own business and it's been absolutely amazing. And this is like gasoline on a fire with all of the other GPTs that we've built for our clients, because this essentially runs you through everything in your business and it extracts your voice, your tone, how you speak. It gets crystal clear on your ideal clients, your offers, and then it puts it all into this folder of resources that you can use in all of our other trained GPTs, right? So you get all of this stuff, all about your business, your story, backstory, what you've tried, where you are, and when you do this correctly, you can literally open a chat and be like, "Hey, tell me a story about when I started," and it will just tell you the story. It's absolutely wild, the era of business we're in. Content creation is probably the easiest thing right now in business, which is weird to say. Okay. So, again, comes with the custom GPT. This is one of the custom GPTs we built that literally just runs you through the process automatically. And now we're getting into the fun stuff. This is the number one custom GPT we've built, and that is the Attention Architect. This is everything content creation, marketing, short form video scripts, lead gen posts. Like we had a client who went from extremely overwhelmed to the point where they weren't posting any content, and they started using this, and now they're posting over 300 posts per month in less time. Right. So this is all trained on our information, our strategy, our content frameworks. None of these are just like generic GPTs, like just a generic chat with GPT or prompts. These are custom built AI tools that are trained on thousands of our own resources. And if you don't know anything about custom GPTs, you won't know that. But just know these aren't like just a generic chat, right? These are actually fully built custom GPTs on our business, right? So there's documents and logic and information around what this does around our actual business, right? You have audience and offers, educational videos, pre-selling videos, skits, tests, tweaks, series, talking head videos, comment chain style posts, myth busting, temp checks, DM driven videos, B-roll content. You have hooks frameworks. You have hundreds of actual logic, hundreds of frameworks and logic in each one of these GPTs that we built for you guys. And then you also got, 30 fast start prompts, which these are pretty much across the board for every one of the custom GPTs we built, right? So these are all for like, getting the fast start prompts to, if you're looking to fast start a section or do something faster, right? Like, hey, write me a video script for this. Hey, this is what I want to do in my business. Give me a couple pieces of content that's going to help me promote this offer, etc. So this is all about attention, getting the eyeballs and the brand awareness. And the phase that most people actually end up getting stuck in business is this. Okay, then we got phase number 2, eyeballs to ecosystem, community conversion formula, evergreen selling assets, story content and templates, belief shifting content, trust building, and group flow. Then we have the Nurture Engine custom GPT. Going to run through these relatively quickly and kind of hammer the outcomes of these GPTs and what they actually do. Nurturing, we use community, but this is everything, lead magnets, story-based content, belief-shifting content, training scripts, resources, etc. Anything that's going to create depth inside of your audience. and really realistically allow you to make selling something easier because there's already some type of relationship built with your audience. And this is a completely tailored, custom built AI tool all around community, content, story, everything that is actually going to create depth in your audience and make selling them something easier. Next up, conversion. Now, this is the fun part. This is where everybody wants to rush to. This is what everybody wants to, get to immediately, and that's where you're actually going to make money, right? So this is conversion phase 3. We got the conversion equation. We got no-brainer offer creation process. We have choosing your sales process, sales content that converts, conversion compounding, simple launch framework, and then we have the conversion catalyst GPT. And this will literally write you offers. This will create you digital products. This will handle objections or conversations in the DMs. We use this custom GPT to write an offer that did $40,000 profit in 6 weeks, right? So these aren't just like speculative tools or like these might work. Like we've been using these in our business to build proof of concept, right? So we used this custom GPT to write a Google document to sell our coaching offer that did 40K profit in 6 weeks. In the offer doc that this wrote probably took me less than 15 minutes total, from a blank piece of paper to sending it to somebody and making sales. And we just did this again 2 times in the last week, right? We had an idea for an offer. We used this GPT. I used this GPT to write the offer, and then I used the Nurture Engine, which is the last GPT I just covered, to do a community post, and I made a sale in less than 12 hours, right? Like just using these tools, right? That's the fun part, the part that everybody wants to rush to. Obviously, we cover this in depth inside of the program. Everything from sales content, picking your sales process, and then creating offers. Okay. Next category. This isn't one that a lot of you guys actually have yet. A lot of people don't have this in their business, and that's completely fine. We actually mentioned this quite a bit inside the program. Hey, if you're not here, don't move on. Don't continue to use these. Don't use these next GPTs because you're not there yet, right? I think a lot of people in online business, they want to try to scale too fast, or they want to scale a broken business. And that's what phase 4 is all about. Ascension strategies, systemize and delegate, centralized scaling, increasing customer lifetime value, evergreen system expansion, plan your next 12 months, and then Ascension Architect GPT, right? So a lot of this is all about like offer stacking and building out a fine-tuned ecosystem of offers or upsells or downsells, or ways that you can actually turn one customer into a multi-time customer, or how can you bake in monthly recurring revenue on top of the programs or the offers that you're already selling, right? How can we scale your income without scaling your time, right? How can we continue to raise our income without burning out? So that's what this module is all about. I'm not going to go super in depth with this because I know there's a lot of people in my audience that don't really have to worry about this yet. But this, like the Ascension Architect GPT, it covers everything from like building out an affiliate program so people can promote your products, how to incentivize affiliates to promote your products. It'll look at your offers, like what are you currently selling. It actually has a lot of data in it behind like looking at your actual analytics and the numbers inside of your business to then figure out what we would need to increase if we want to increase your income. But it will also like, hey, you have $1,000 offer. Let's create a lower ticket value ladder style offer, and this is how we can sell it, right? So it's really about mapping out your business model post success, right? Which is a big one. Like I've watched a lot of people over the years start having a little bit of success, and then they kind of derail their entire business, and then kind of end up vanishing from the online space because one, they try to scale too quickly, or they try to exit too quickly, or they don't really like think about how they're trying to scale their business, right? How do we create a congruent ecosystem, A to Z, from you coming into my world to being a client, and then how can I get you to pay me for, a couple years, right? We have coaching clients who've been paying us monthly retainers for 3 years at this point. And that's by using strategies like this, right? And they love it. They love to pay us, right? It's fascinating when it's like, hey, my goal is to pay you for your next offer. It's a completely different feeling when your clients are actually like setting goals to pay you more money. And then last but not least, the last of the custom GPTs that we built is the Toolmaker GPT, which is pretty cool because we essentially, after building all these custom tools and spending 90 days like training these AI projects on, creating all these really awesome tools and resources for our clients, we kind of got it down to a repeatable process that I just built into a custom GPT that does it for you. So essentially, you get the exact same process that we use to create this offer to do it yourself. Whether you want to package your knowledge or expertise into a custom AI tool that sells for you, or you want to use it in your own business to help you write content, or you want to use it to sell as a service to clients, or maybe you are a service provider where you help clients write copy on their landing page. So you build a custom GPT tool that does the copy for you, and then you just sell that service, right? Like you can realistically use this however you want. I do think that moving forward in the landscape, eventually, like lead magnets and very surface level digital products will kind of be less and less relevant. And this will become more and more of a thing where, like, let's say I have a custom GPT that is a lead magnet, essentially, right? Like, hey, I have this really awesome tool. It's going to help you, create your first 15 pieces of content. And, it also invites you to check out all my affiliate offers while you're inside of it, right? So this tool is going to help you start packaging your own knowledge, expertise, or frameworks into AI tools that you can use to either serve your audience or make certain pieces in your business easier, depending on what you wanted to use it for. And that's a pretty much, summarized plan of everything inside, right? Again, it's not a monster product. There's only 32 lessons in here total. And that's on purpose, right? Like, we didn't want another monster product. Our coaching program had probably 2,000 hours of training and material inside of it. So we wanted to create something very lean, very effective, that will help you get results faster, easier, in a simpler manner. So that way you can get in, you can get your offers done, you can get to marketing, you can get to making money as fast as humanly possible without like just binging courses or trainings or second guessing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So it's absolutely amazing, awesome time that we are in business, right? Like, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if things like this ever would have been possible, that wouldn't have even been a reality, right? We are 100% in a season where actually getting done for you experiences in business is almost easier than like self-paced. And what I mean by that is like, it would almost be easier for you to come in and use these custom tools and have all of these tools personalize every step of our multi-million dollar business model to your business, right? In your voice, in your tone, in your niche, with your offers, everything tailored to your individual business, than it would be to have me teach you to just go do it. And then you have to worry about how to apply it yourself. Absolutely wild time that we are in business right now. Now, we are going to be kicking off a little case study group all throughout the month of October. I will leave some information on that below. That way you can see if it's something you'd be interested in or not. No big deal either way. But I did want to just kind of shoot a video and talk about like everything's inside, because it's one question that keeps coming up recently. Like, how are you guys using AI? Why are you using AI? And I just want to be crystal clear. It's not about us becoming AI experts, AI gurus, or the AI kings of the online business building space. No, realistically, we just wanted to create a very easy experience for our clients to actually get the results they want without the guesswork, right? Create something that will write your content for you, build lead magnets, write offers, build digital products, stack affiliate bonuses, like literally just do the stuff for you in business instead of like giving you a template that's done for you, but you still have to go market it, right? So we really spent a lot of time and energy and a lot of resources into building this that essentially removes a lot of the guesswork and the workload off of your plate. And all of it is trained on our actual frameworks and strategies that have done extremely well in our business over the last few years, right? So that's the recap. And maybe I'll see you inside. Maybe I won't. And if not, I'll see you in the next video.